Hey everybody, welcome to the Wonderful Relationship channel. Finding that special someone can be a real adventure, right? It's exciting, it's a little scary, and sometimes it feels like you're navigating a jungle out there. Well, we're here to be your guide. Today, we're talking about those little things that can make a big difference in your dating life. We're diving into the top 5 mistakes men make that can turn women off, and more importantly, how to avoid them. So buckle up and let's get started. Chapter 1. The Emotional Brick Wall. Alright, let's be honest, there's a fine line between being confident and being overly aggressive, and unfortunately, it's a line that gets crossed way too often. It's not just about the words you say, but also how you say them and the energy you bring into the interaction. Think about it. Have you ever been cornered at a party by someone who just wouldn't take a hint? It's like they have blinders on and can't see the discomfort they're causing. You're trying to be polite, but they're just not picking up on the "I'd rather be talking to literally anyone else" vibe you're putting out there. Yeah, it's awkward, and it can quickly turn from awkward to downright uncomfortable. And ladies, you know what I'm talking about, right? That feeling of being trapped? Not cool. It's like you're stuck in a conversation you never wanted to be a part of in the first place. Being overly aggressive can be really intimidating, and it shows a lack of respect for someone's boundaries. It's not just about physical space, but emotional space too. It's like you're so focused on getting what you want that you forget to consider how the other person is feeling. This kind of behavior can make social situations feel like a minefield, and that's just not a good look on anyone. It can leave a lasting negative impression, making people wary of interacting with you in the future. So, what's the solution? Well, it's all about being considerate and respectful. It's about understanding that a conversation is a two-way street. Pay attention to her body language, listen to what she's saying, and be mindful of the signals she's giving off. If she's leaning away or looking around the room, she might not be as interested as you think. And if she seems hesitant or uncomfortable, back off. It's not a rejection of you as a person, but rather a sign that the timing or approach might not be right. Trust me, a little bit of space can go a long way. It shows that you respect her autonomy and are considerate of her feelings. This kind of respect can actually make you more attractive in the long run. When you approach interactions with empathy and respect, you create a more positive and enjoyable experience for both parties. It's about building genuine connections, not just trying to get what you want. So next time you're in a social setting, remember to be mindful of the emotional brick wall. Approach with kindness, respect, and a genuine interest in the other person. You'll find that this not only makes you more likable, but also opens the door to more meaningful and enjoyable interactions. Chapter 2. Not listening. Okay, this one's a biggie. Ladies, how many times have you been on a date with someone who seems more interested in the sound of their own voice than in anything you have to say? It's like they're in love with their own words, completely oblivious to the fact that you're sitting right there, trying to engage in a meaningful conversation. It's like they're just waiting for their turn to talk, not really listening to a word you're saying. They might nod occasionally, but you can tell their mind is elsewhere, already crafting their next monologue. We've all been there, right? And it's frustrating. You start to feel invisible, like your thoughts and feelings are just background noise to their self-centered narrative. It makes you feel like you're not being heard, like your thoughts and opinions don't matter. It's as if your presence is merely a formality, and your voice is just an accessory to their ego. And that's not exactly a recipe for a successful relationship, is it? Communication is the cornerstone of any strong relationship. And when one person dominates the conversation, it creates an imbalance that's hard to ignore. Active listening is so important, you guys. It's not just about hearing the words, it's about understanding the emotions and intentions behind them. It's about making the other person feel valued and respected. It's about really paying attention to what the other person is saying, asking questions, and showing that you're engaged in the conversation. When you ask thoughtful questions, it shows that you're genuinely interested in their thoughts and experiences. It's about making eye contact, putting your phone away, seriously, put the phone away, and being present in the moment. Eye contact can convey empathy and connection, while a phone can be a barrier to genuine interaction. Trust me, a little bit of listening can go a long way. It can turn a mundane date into a memorable experience, filled with laughter and meaningful exchanges. It shows that you care, that you're interested, and that you value what she has to say. When you lean in and listen, it creates a sense of intimacy and trust. And who knows, you might even learn something new. Every conversation is an opportunity to discover new perspectives and insights. So next time, try listening more and talking less. You might be surprised at how much richer your interactions become. Chapter 3, Mistake Number 3, Poor Hygiene. All right, let's talk about hygiene for a minute. Now, I'm not saying you have to look like you just stepped out of a magazine every time you leave the house, but a little effort goes a long way. We're talking basic hygiene here, people. Showering regularly, brushing your teeth, wearing clean clothes. These are not suggestions. These are the bare minimum. And please, for the love of all that is good in this world, wear deodorant. Nobody wants to be stuck in a conversation with someone who smells like they just ran a marathon in a gym sock. It's distracting, it's unpleasant, and it's definitely not going to make you more attractive. Taking care of your hygiene shows that you respect yourself and that you care about making a good impression. It's about putting your best foot forward and showing the world that you've got it going on. And trust me, a little bit of effort in the hygiene department can make a world of difference. Chapter 4, Mistake Number 4, Talking about Exes. Okay, this one should be a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how often it happens. Talking about exes on a first date is a common mistake that can derail what could have been a great connection. There's a time and a place to talk about past relationships, and that time and place is not on a first date. First dates are meant to be light, fun, and an opportunity to get to know each other without the heavy baggage of past relationships weighing down the conversation. Seriously, nobody wants to hear about your ex, especially not when they're trying to get to know you. It can make the other person feel like they're being compared or that you're not fully present in the moment. It's awkward, it's uncomfortable, and it just makes you look like you're not over your past. Imagine sitting across from someone who keeps bringing up their ex. It would make you question their readiness for a new relationship. And let's be honest, nobody wants to date someone who's still hung up on their ex. It sends a signal that you're not emotionally available, which is a major red flag for anyone looking to start something new. Instead of dwelling on the past, focus on the present moment. Share stories that highlight your interests, your passions, and what makes you unique. This is your chance to make a fresh impression. Be present with the person you're with. Ask them questions, and get to know them. Show genuine interest in their life, their hobbies, and their dreams. This creates a foundation for a meaningful connection. This is your chance to create something new and exciting, so don't let the ghosts of relationships past haunt your present. Embrace the opportunity to build new memories and experiences together. Leave the baggage at the door and step into the future with an open heart and an open mind. It's about giving yourself and the other person a fair chance to see where things can go. You never know what amazing things might happen when you let go of the past. By focusing on the present and being open to new possibilities, you set the stage for a relationship that is built on mutual respect, understanding, and genuine connection. Chapter 5, Mistake Number 5, Being Self-Centered. Last but not least, let's talk about being self-centered. We all have our moments, right? But when you're dating, it's important to remember that it's not all about you. It's about building a connection, a partnership, and that means considering the other person's feelings and needs. If you're constantly talking about yourself, interrupting or dismissing her opinions, it sends a clear message. You're not really interested in her, you're just interested in yourself. And that's not a good look on anyone. Instead, try to be more attentive, more engaged, and more interested in her life. Ask questions, listen to her answers, and show that you genuinely care about what she has to say. Remember, a relationship is a two-way street, and it's about give and take. So ditch the ego, embrace the empathy, and watch your relationships blossom. Well, there you have it, folks. The top 5 mistakes men make that turn women off, and more importantly, how to avoid them. Remember, dating should be fun, so relax, be yourself, and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more tips and advice on relationships, dating, and everything in between. And be sure to leave a comment below and let us know what you think. What are some other dating mistakes you've seen? Share your stories, your advice, and your wisdom with the wonderful relationship community. See you in the next video.